Welcome to another video on BasedBellagio. Today I'm going to teach you how to farm copper very safely and effectively at a workshop, and I think it's going to be very helpful for you. Copper is very useful for creating energy weapon ammo as well as a lot of other things. First, you want to find the workshop on the east side of the map called Dabney Homestead. This is where we're going to do the copper farming. You could do this in a private world if you have Fallout first, but I've had no issues doing it in public worlds, as I've had nobody come and challenge me to take it from me. Okay, once you get the Dabney farm, if nobody else owns it, you're going to want to claim it. And then shortly after you claim it, you're going to have your first defense scenario, mainly lizards and frogs. And this is what makes this a very easy base to defend after the first time. The first wave is a little hard to get set up, but after, you're going to set up your generators in one spot, as you'll see. And we are going to surround them with concrete barriers and walls and traps to keep the frogs from getting your precious copper nodes. So the enemies are randomized with these defensive waves. If you're lucky, you'll get the frogs. It makes it easier, but definitely not necessary. You can easily defend against anything with this method of building walls. You want a high point with turrets underneath your generators and then your resource extractors all the way around. We're almost ready to place the resource extractors. Now we're going to place the copper extractors in the locations. And we're going to place this junk extractor because I've never tried it before. Okay, they're all up and running. They take time to generate, and the best thing we could do now is build the walls. I have a lot of concrete and steel, and these tend to work. These little barriers are fine. Ideally, the big ones would be better. Well, I guess I was wrong about the flooring. It just is a little finicky, these tall ones, but you can place them. And you'll have to be able to jump over the walls to access the goods. Another thing you could do is put some spike strips down in front of some of these. Nice, someone's buying stuff. These spike strips are really cheap to build. You just gotta remember not to step on them because they're annoying more than deadly. But these should work good for these scorched and feral ghouls. I think they're just feral ghouls, actually. And it's all about manipulating the enemy's pathing to screw up their pathing, get them stuck on these walls. Okay, we are fully complete. We have all the walls up. We have the spike traps around the walls. This is something you could do probably after level 30. The only thing holding you back would be the resources needed. Wood and concrete and steel mainly for the walls. For the extractors, you need gears, some copper. But as you can see, we're starting to make the copper back. And now we're just going to lay low until the first invasion, and then we'll cut back to that part of the video. And these Mirelurks are proving to be a little tough by myself, but I'm conquering it. The defenses are working. All the extractors are safe. And that's the most important part. The walls are keeping out the bad guys. Things are well defended. And that's what counts. There we go. All defended. Let's see what our rewards are. Some simple stuff, wooden crate plans. And that's about it. This also gets you good experience as you're defending, so you're still leveling up. And this is how you build your defenses for your base for the horde mode, as I call it, wave after wave defense. Even enemies with guns have a hard time getting through some of this, especially if you build the walls high. Take your time and construct the big walls if you think you're going to be here a while, or if you're on single player mode, private server, you could take your time and build the walls high. This is adequate that I've found for enemies that are melee based. Feral ghouls, animals, creatures, and critters.